girls, Kaylee here. So let me acknowledge the obvious. My background is different. I wanted to try something different. I wanted my videos to be a little brighter. That green was just starting to kind of, I feel like it was just dragging my videos down. I just wanted something brighter, so we'll see how that works. Anyway, so today we have a dry shampoo smackdown of all these different brands that I've been trying over the last 6 months. Basically, I didn't have a dry shampoo that I liked and I was determined to find one. And so now I found a couple that I like and I wanted to give you guys a little evaluation of each one based on how well they absorb oil, whether they weigh the hair down, what kind of smell they have, and whether they provide grip to the hair. The reason that I'm doing that is because everybody needs something different out of a dry shampoo. Some people really need it to absorb oil well, some people need a little bit of grip on their hair, some people are allergic to scent, and some people don't need to wear it very long. Now for me, a dry shampoo has to last 12 hours, so I have to find one that's really, really long lasting, but for some people you only need like 3 or 4 hours out of it, and so if it weighs your hair down after, 6 hours, it's not going to be a big deal for you, whereas for me that would be a deal breaker. So that's why I'm giving you guys all the different things. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started. So first of all, let's talk about what a dry shampoo is and what it does just really fast. Okay, so if you're going on your second day, you're not showering that day, and you want your hair to look as though you did and smell as though you did, you're going to use a dry shampoo. And basically what that is a powder that sprays out from a little can like this, absorbs the oil on your hair, and provides a nice little scent for your hair so that your hair looks refreshed. And some of these can add volume, some more than others, and each one has little different things that it gives you, but that's the general purpose that you can do. I'm going to go ahead and mention, because I know people will say it in the comments, that you can use baby powder as a dry shampoo. For me, that is just way too messy, because basically you have to shake the baby powder off onto your scalp and it just ends up everywhere for me, and because it's white and my hair is a little darker, you always see it. It's just never a good experience. But if your hair is lighter and you want to try that, it is a doable option. These are in no particular order. My first one is Batiste. Batiste does a phenomenal job of absorbing oil on your hair. I noticed that it gets my hair looking as though I had just blow dried it. Second of all, it does a very good job of not weighing your hair down. My hair never looks weighed down after I use this, even when it's the next day and I'm getting ready to take a shower. The scent, you can choose about 10 different scents in this line, so you can find one that you like. It's pretty easy to do. This one's a nice florally scent, but I've also tried a tropical scent from them that was good. They also have one that's specifically for brunettes, and they have colored powder inside of it so that you don't accidentally see any white blotches on your hair. Now, as long as you make sure to shake up your dry shampoo really well before you spray it, you should never see that white spot on your hair. But in case you just really have a hard time with that, they do make one especially for darker hair. And it doesn't add any grip to the hair. This one's really not supposed to. Instead, it adds a little bit of like a silica-y feeling, kind of a little bit slippery, so your hair is not going to have extra grip. But for me, my hair looks like I just got done blow drying it. It has its smell refreshed, and it stays that way all day long. Okay, this one is Dry Shampoo. I think that's how I'm supposed to say it. It is very similar to the Batiste dry shampoo, except for I think this one has the least amount of scent of any of the ones that I tried. It's a little bit baby powdery, but it doesn't smell like it has an added scent to it. It does absorb oil very, very well. It doesn't weigh your hair down. It obviously doesn't have much of a scent, and it does not add any grip to the hair. So it's very much like the Batiste one. Batiste tends to be my favorite because it does just absorb a tiny bit more, but if this one is easier for you to find, it's very, very comparable to the Batiste shampoo. Alright, my next one is the Dove Dry Shampoo. Now this one does an okay job of absorbing oil on your hair. You're not going to still see any oil on your hair, but it's not going to be as lifted as some dry shampoos will give you. It does weigh your hair down after about 8 hours. Around the 8-hour mark, you're going to see your hair starting to kind of look like it did before you put your dry shampoo on. I don't remember the scent that this had. I think I remember it being like a vanilla-y, very sweet scent, but I can't remember very well, and it's completely gone, and I really need you to focus. There we go. Okay, and it doesn't add any grip to the hair. It's still very slippery, silica-y feeling. So for me, I prefer the Batiste and the Pst, but this one would do just fine for thick hair that doesn't need it to last for 12 hours. Alright, so my next one is the Big Sexy Hair Volumizing Dry Shampoo. This one a little bit goes a long way. It does a good job of absorbing your oil as long as you don't use too much, or else you'll end up with a big producty, sticky mess. And it doesn't weigh your hair down too quickly. I think that it happens between like the 7-hour mark for me, so it will last you a good while. You just don't want to use it like the beginning of the day and hope that it will still be working 12 hours later. I think it's a really great one for, well, I'll say that till later. The scent is like maple syrupy, coconut sweet scent, and it's not really my thing, but some people really, really love it. So that's just up to your personal preference. For me, I don't love it, but some people really do. And then it adds a good amount of grip to the hair, which is why I think this one is great for if you're going to go from office to night and you want to be able to spruce your hair up a little bit, because it's going to give you the grip that you need to be able to kind of mold your hair into a style. So on second days when I really want to put my hair into a style like an updo or something, I use this dry shampoo because it works really, really well for that. It makes my hair a lot more manageable and I can tease it better and it will stay better. So I really like to use that one when I'm going to be styling my hair into something. My last two I don't have the packaging for anymore, which is sad, but the first one is Tresemme Dry Shampoo. I didn't like that one very much. It did not do a good job of absorbing oil from my hair. It weighed my hair down like crazy within an hour. Don't remember the scent, and it didn't add any grip to the hair. Basically for me, it was just a complete fail. I tried it twice and then I just stopped because it was not working. I couldn't put enough in my hair to absorb all the oil, and then even when I was like, okay, well, it looks decent, and then I would go out within an hour, it looked worse than it did before. So I was just not a fan. I know some people like it, but on my hair, it was not working. And then another one is Got Me Rockin' It Dry Shampoo. Now that one does an okay job of absorbing oil on your hair. It's not going to do a phenomenal job, but it will get enough of the oil off to where it doesn't really look greasy. As far as weighing the hair down, within 4 to 5 hours, your hair will look either the same or worse than it did before you put it in. I always said it was kind of like Cinderella's coach came, like the clock struck midnight, Cinderella's coach came, and my hair was a mess. So I didn't really like to use that unless I knew that I only needed my hair to work for like an hour or two. So not really great, just was not my favorite. As far as scent goes, I don't remember the scent at all, and then it didn't have any grip to the hair. So it really just did not do its job for me, because it within a couple hours was looking just as bad as it did before, even though it looked alright once I put it on. So I don't really recommend that one either. Alright, so my last two products are actually not dry shampoos, but I think for some of you guys that are looking for dry shampoos, you're actually going to be looking for products like this. This is Got to Be Powderful and Big Sexy Hair Powder Play. What these do is they add a lot of grip to the hair, they add texture and volume. You can put these guys in here and mold your hair to wherever you want it, and it will stay. It does add a lot of tackiness to the hair, so if you add too much, it'll be a big sticky mess, especially this one. I made that mistake with this one, but it does a good job, especially if your hair is hard to tease. This is phenomenal. A lot of products, other companies that have products similar to this market those products to tease your hair with. So you can use these for that as well, because it adds the grip to your hair, so when you're back combing, your teasing is going to stick better. But also it does add a good bit of grip to your hair, so if you want to put it into an updo or a style and your hair is just slipping, or it's just not giving you that tension that you need to get it into a style well, you can use something like this and they work really well. I find these to be, they perform very similarly, not enough for me to make much of a difference. This one is less expensive than this one, so if you've never tried this and you don't really know if you want something like this or not, I recommend the Got to Be one just because it's only like $5. With the Got to Be one, the directions tell you to put it on your hand first and then into your hair. Obey the directions. I like sprinkled it onto my hair and it was a huge mess. Thankfully I was experimenting right before I took a shower, so I got to wash it right out, but it was not good. So onto your hand first and then onto here. This one does a better job of adding grip. Like you're gonna get more results with this one. So if you know that you are in the market for a product that does that, this is a good investment to make, especially because this will last you a long time. And this one you can sprinkle directly on the hair and it's not going to be too much. But it does a really good job because you can take this hair and make it just as voluminous as you want. So it's another good styling your hair for going out kind of thing. And also, like I said before, it helps with teasing a lot. So that's, some of you guys might be looking for that when you're looking for a dry shampoo, and that's ones I would recommend. Alright, so I think this video was quite long enough. I hope this was helpful and you guys like learned something about a product, or you found something that you might want to try now. Hope it's helpful, and I will see you in my next video. Alright?